there, this is Belmathuin, starting off my first YouTube Let's Play series. I've already logged onto this map. It's going to be a single player with possibly a LAN party for my old lady to join. I have already logged on and installed the Hermitcraft data packs. Let's see if I can bring those up quick. All of these I have installed on the game map. Multiplayer sleep will come in real handy if she does join. The mob heads, I mean that should be in vanilla. That's just an awesome feature. More bricks, double slab crafting, and let's see, more stairs is in there somewhere. Universal dying. All just kind of quality of life, vanilla with sprinkles kind of things. Silence mobs. I'll be able to use a name tag to silence any mobs that I might use for decoration. Treasure gems. Still not entirely sure what those are, but it's always nice to find something better than string and zombie flesh when you open a chest, so even if it amounts to nothing more than that, it's worth that. Double shulker shells. I did go into creative mode and test that worked. It did. Anti-Enderman grief. I'm hoping that works. And I guess we'll get started. And of course I talked all the way through day. Let's go see what's around. I haven't explored this very much in single player. I did have another copy of this seed and kind of flew around and checked out the general terrain, see if there were any biomes that I'd be interested in, see if the seed was worth playing. I'm sure, like many of you, I've got my favorite biomes, and I've got the biomes that I'd prefer to skip right over. Ooh. These little ruins that you find all over the place, they add so much to the world now. Minecraft's really starting to feel like it's coming alive, and it's nice that I don't have to go modded to get the effect. Start off with the traditional punching of the wood. No series would be complete without that. And by the looks of things, I should probably find myself a little hidey hole. You know, I think I'm gonna cut here and get through the night and then start exploring. See you then. And we're back. I just dug out some stone, made my first set of tools, stepped outside to see if it was daytime or not, and got taken out by a creeper immediately. Not a very good start, but it happens to all of us. So I came back in here, regrouped. And I think we're good. Well, there's still tools floating around. Alright, now we have a pickaxe. Let's see what's in this thing. And I'm going to take that with me. Those magma blocks are very useful for catching your breath while you're underwater. And I think we've got a little bit of ocean to cover. Ooh, buried treasure map. Emerald. I guess I could make a piece of bread. Because right now I don't have any food. And you can always use some of this when you start off. Sugarcane's always a good find. Alright, let's get a little bit more wood. The plan for today is get a few things, get some charcoal, get some iron, hopefully. See if there's any surface caves nearby. And I believe I want to head north. But we're going to be taking a boat, though. Assuming I don't, die right now. The area I would like to go to is also a taiga. Mega tigers are my favorite biome. The ground has a lot of diversity. The trees are all very diverse in their size. Even the skinny ones. There's so many different variations. I see 4 different kinds of little trees right there. And the massive trees are great for collecting mass amount of wood. The wood's one of the best looking ones. I don't know. It always just comes down to personal preference. I always find myself going to the mega taiga biome. Although sometimes that's a real pain because they're not very frequent. I've found myself going thousands of blocks out of the way just to get there. Let's make some use the right crafting recipe. Make some torches. That should do us for a little while. I guess my hopes for this series, while we're doing the boring collection, I just like to relax a little bit. This is going to be a calm, chill, laid-back approach to Minecraft. I don't expect to make any millions off of this. It just seems like something fun and interesting to do. And once I get my feet underneath me, hopefully you guys will all find it fun and interesting too. If not, then the only thing I can do is keep doing it and get a little better. It's always such a great feeling in the beginning of a new world. So many things to do, so many possibilities to build, so many different styles to explore. Every time you start up a new map, it just breathes new life into the game. And there's something refreshing about that. I didn't have to go out to the store and get another game that I may or may not like. I can just start up a brand new world anytime I'm not feeling enthused about the one I'm on, and it just breathes fresh life in. And I am not the world's greatest redstoner, but I've picked up a few things over my couple of years playing this, and I'd like to get better. hopefully, maybe with some of your help. I know that in a lot of my single player worlds, I've seen and heard of and thought of large projects to do, but they're just not very rewarding in one player, because in single player you don't need 5,000 stacks of gunpowder, and you don't need 15 shulkers full of anything, really. Even if you do villager trading. So I'm hoping that doing this with you guys will make all those large projects that I want to do feel more rewarding and less pointless. Because I'll be hopefully showing you a thing or two that you may not have known how to do before, and quite possibly, I imagine, I'll learn a few things from you guys too. First things first, though, I have got to find something to eat before I get wiped out again. Usually in these taiga biomes, there's cows, chickens, pigs, all over the place. I've already made a furnace. I've got some coal, but I'm not. There we go. Beef is what's for dinner. And I might even get lucky enough to make a bed. I don't know, early game like this, I'm pretty sure the axe does more damage. It does double the damage. So, helpful little tip there. You're running around trying to kill your first cows and pigs to get some food in your belly. Use an axe. You probably already got one out because you also need wood in the beginning. But a nice crit hit from an axe, and you won't have to chase that cow around for the next 10 seconds. And it looks like it's becoming night. And I don't want all my potential food replaced with mobs, so we're gonna quickly make a bed and sleep. Oh, I did not even see that. Looks like we've got a shipwreck right off the bat, too. These have really breathed some life into the oceans. And see if I can't. There we go. Get into swim mode. There we go. Clock could come in handy. A couple of books. And I'd be willing to bet that that treasure chest leads to the same spot as the first one we had. Oh. And we're drowning. Let's go ahead and get some of that food cooked up. And of course, I always seem to forget, but we've got live fish just floating around in the oceans now. Easy early game source of food. My inventory is quickly getting filled up. I know, I always like to have my inventory, my storage chests, everything fairly organized. Early game though, you really can't do a whole lot about it. It's kind of a grab and go. Ah, that's much better. Where'd all these fish go? Extremely small hitboxes. Oh. Well, hello there. I'm glad I got that food in my belly before I jump back in. Oh, hello. Yep. Pro Minecrafter here. There we go. I don't know why I bothered to do that. He doesn't have a Nautilus shell and he doesn't have a trident. Well, if he had a trident, we'd be dead right now. And that may be enough food to get us started. Let's take a look at these treasure chests. Oh, that's very close. Looks like that's up by the ice biome. And I'm very surprised. That's a different one. Both very close by though. Most of the time when I get them in relatively the same area, it feels like they're always going to the same spot. And give me that. Is there more than one chest in that? There is more than one chest in here. Ooh. I may have to use that to get myself just a little bit of armor. Always helpful. If I can get a chest piece out of this, then I'll survive a whole lot more damage. Stick that on and use the book. I should probably use that to get a pickaxe. I may regret skipping that if I did. And what don't I don't need any of that. Sticks are easy to make. And I probably won't get any more wheat for a little while. Gravel's bad. Light gray wool. There, that feels a little bit better. And where is this leading me? I need to go west. Probably a great time to make a boat. These treasure maps, early game, if you're lucky enough to stumble across a couple of them, are actually much better than going mining. Although that X is not very good at determining. Huh. I don't know if you've noticed, but boats seem a little glitchy in this update. Nothing there. Oh. I missed my respiration. Oh. Well, hi guys. Welcome to the party. I did not hear, I didn't see them. But I'll gladly just sit back here and watch them roast. That easily could have been the end. I was saying, I missed my respiration 3 helmet. Without that, you run out of breath so quickly. Yeah, I have no idea where those guys came from. Try to get more towards the middle of the X. Not that it often does you very much good. I should probably get a full breath too. These new 113 mechanics make water, make all of the oceans and lakes so much more alive, but also so much more deadly. I've drowned myself quite a number of times, just like I'm doing right now, because the breath goes very quickly, and you can't just pop up to the surface anymore. You have to take a moment to take a breath. But it's going to be around here somewhere. Sometimes it just takes a minute, but it's always worth the grind to get it. Hopefully it's not going to be worth a death to get it. Be nice if I could use the torch trick right now, but I don't think that works anymore, does it? Do a little science. It does work, but the amount of bubbles you lose while placing it are the only thing that are replaced when you get the little air pocket. So that does not seem like a worthwhile trade-off. And what I thought was going to be enough food is not going to be. At this rate, anyway. I don't know if you know this, but you can sink slowly, or you can hold down the shift button now, and you sink down much quicker. Very helpful. Well, hello there, dolphin. Those guys, we've got to do something with those later on. Still quite a ways off from that. And we have a bed somewhere. Well, hey, Mr. Drowned. I know you've got to. I know you want to talk, but I've got to get to sleep. Are there more? Where did he come from? Let's try this. Well, hello. I seem to have waited way too long. It's entirely likely that those creepers... I really expected those creepers to come over here and blow me up in my bed. Come here, creepers. Come over here, do some digging. No, over here. You, come over here. Oh, maybe not. Are you afraid of the sunflowers? I knew they were there, and I did it anyway. I wanted to get a couple of these sunflowers because they're great for doing yellow dye. You can make a machine that will infinitely replicate them. Wow. Everything's after me right now. This is what I mean about 1.13 feeling like it came alive. There's life everywhere. There's dolphin over there, squid, fish all over, creepers, drowns. And while it'd be nice to be left in peace long enough to get this, it does make it a little bit more exciting. Just like this. He must have just spawned below us. They seem to spawn quite regularly. And they apparently don't like my clone. I may not make it out of this one. Nope. Yeah, I should have left that bed there. Alright, I believe we were west of icebergs, so if we go this way, we may get all that back. Not that there's anything irreplaceable there. But, yeah, jungle biome right over there. I think we can get it all. Maybe this time I'll pay attention to my bubble bar a little bit better. Or not. Do I sound awkward as hell, babe? You're just saying that.
Trying to get a hold of it like a fish thing.
Once you get it, it's tough to explain. Once you get it, you get it. And there's our boat. Well, we have destroyed this little island. It's quite the yard sale. Maybe I should have... Whoa, hello. These guys are relentless. But I'll take that. Once we find this treasure chest, it should have a Heart of the Sea in it. And we will need, I believe it's 8 total Nautilus shells to go along with it. To make a conduit. We don't have any prismarine, but I guess one thing at a time. I think that's everything. Let's get all this back on. I wish there was some sort of saved configuration that would allow you to have all of your stuff go back, at least on your hotbar in the place that it was. It would just be a nice quality of life thing. I guess reorganizing all this is your punishment for dying, but isn't the dying and coming back enough of a punishment? Alright. I did not expect this to take this long. Did we get our fish back? Yes, we did. Alright, I believe it was more out towards the tip here. And that's not so good. I guess the next problem is, will we have enough inventory space for all of this? Whatever's in the chest. It should have... From what I understand, it should be under sand. We're running out of sand spots, though. Whoa, hello. Come here, have a seat in the boat. There you go. Have a little roast. You should have put on your SPF. Being in a single-player world really makes those guys come out of the woodwork, apparently. There's nobody else taking up the mob gap. And I'm in the middle of the water. That does not leave a whole lot of places for them to spawn except for around me. Really should have thought that one through. Alright, it's becoming night. And I had that magma block in there the entire time. I could have been using that to keep my breath. So now that I've pulled my head out of my butt for a little bit, let's give that a try. Wow, he's really booking. Come here. Uh-oh. Nope, I'm a goner. I'm a goner. I do not have anything to stand up to him with. Let's go ahead. Yes. Let's do a shield. I think it's something like that. Or maybe not. Is it 2 pieces? No. It's... Okay, I was close. And while we're at it, we may as well spare our inventory, because we know I know we're gonna die. But I gotta do it. Where'd Mr. Trident go? Uh-oh. It's not gonna matter in a second. I guess he decided he didn't want none of this. Or I got far enough away from him to despawn. One of the two is likely, and I'm guessing it's the first one. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Ooh, is that my chest? No, it's not. I'm still expecting a trident to come flying at my head any second now. Alright, I've destroyed that entire little area. I better take another look at that map. Yeah, it says it's right there. I should probably get a little bit more fish. At this rate, I'm going to be eating rotten meat if I'm not careful. Yeah, unfortunately there's... And we have our first mob head. Oh, hello. And I was gonna show it. Wow, these guys are just relentless. Come here. Wow, they are so quick. Oh, he's got friends. Better watch out. And there's another one. Alright, I'm gonna keep looking for this. And we found the other one. Ooh, nice. 2 Heart of the Seas and 1 Nova shell. Well, it's the next day. That was a pretty long journey. It was about 2,500 blocks by 600 blocks north and east. But this is where I'd like to build. And right over here, let me just get there. That right there is why I'd like to build here. Got a nice bay, warm ocean, coral, and my favorite biome, the taiga. So next episode, I'm going to dig in a little bit, start building, get some supplies, and if I remember, I'll put the seed down in the down there. Thank you very much for watching.